Hi guys, happy Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend. No one has any plans to do anything, but we're here. We're gonna do a little gardening. Let's see. I'll just pop this in a couple of places and we'll be good to go. Okay. All right, almost ready. We're gonna do a little bit of, I can't find it. Hi Abby. We're gonna do a little bit of CC Cream today because I know I've been using it to death, but it's literally the best thing right now while I'm outside. It's got SPF 30 in it. I am gonna grab the Arbonne Soft Focus Veil, which is SPF, and it's almost like an SPF primer. So when you put it on, it blurs your skin out like a CC cream, but it is legit just straight up sunscreen. And it just makes your skin look amazing. So you don't have to go overboard if you're going out by the pool. Check out the Arbonne SPF Soft Focus Veil because I'm going to put an order in today so that I can get more strawberry shakes before they go out. They're a limited edition, so I'm terrified of being shakeless in terms of that flavor. So I'm gonna add on some of that Soft Focus Veil because I think it's gonna be a really good one for summertime. All right, so today we're gonna go in with CC Cream. Yesterday, hi Carol, happy Friday. Yesterday I used the light CC Cream. Today I'm gonna use the medium and just show you how I set it. Again, I love this because it has SPF 30 in it and I clearly need all the help that I can get in the SPF department. Hi Courtney, hi Nicole. And we're gonna set it with loose powder foundation in the shade Ivory. And right now bronzer is out of stock, but I'm gonna use this one. I know I hate using things that are not in stock. However, bronzer will be back in the first week of June. So not to worry, it's not far off. All right, we're gonna use natural. Okay, so let's go in with a little CC cream. And I'm going to use the shade medium today. So you just need a little teeny tiny baby bit. Hey Court, hi Heather. All right, so that's why this CC cream is so good. It is not oily whatsoever. It's got the SPF in it and it's just a tinted moisturizer for your skin. CC cream stands for complexion corrector and it does a really good job of blending out on your skin and just kind of blurring any issues that you're having. Also, I'm now like 5 days fully gluten-free, and my eczema has, as you can see, basically gone by the wayside. So I think that this is gonna be like a permanent lifestyle change, unfortunately for me, not just a dietary benefit. Okay, so damp Eco Tools sponge. I just washed it with hot water and hand soap, and look at how that blends out. Really good. Hi, Rosie. What are you guys doing this weekend? Are you cooking anything fun? Are you going on your boat? It's going to be beautiful here in New York for like the next 7 to 10 days. And being outside is just giving me all the life right now. It's the only thing that seems to like mellow me out. All right, that's just CC cream in the shade medium. I used medium, right? Nope, whoops, I used light. Okay, so I used light CC cream even though I meant to use medium. It's fine, everything's fine. I thought it looked a little light. That's okay. Okay. Not to worry, we have bronzer. All right, so that gives you an idea of what the light CC cream looks like. All right, let's go in with loose foundation powder in the shade Ivory. And I promise I won't fall off my chair today when I look for things. If you missed yesterday's live, I legitimately fell off of my chair trying to look over too far to grab something. I also trimmed the dead ends off of my hair last night, which was interesting. I know you're not supposed to do that. I literally just trimmed like the totally scraggly fried parts of the ends off, but it made a huge difference in the way that my hair feels today. It doesn't feel like I'm dealing with a straw situation. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Marissa. All right, so this is the Ivory Loose foundation powder, and I'm just using that to set my under eye and just give me a little bit of brightness instead of using a concealer. I usually like to do a powder. This also has SPF 15 in it, so I'm really bumping up that coverage, especially for my nose. I now have SPF 30 and SPF 15 on it, so that's typically where I'm going to get burnt first. And the RE9 line already has sunscreen in your day cream, so you don't even have to worry about that. Hi, Amina. All right, you see how that just like brightens up my face? Even if it would be even more noticeable if I use the medium CC cream as previously intended, but maybe that'll be like a tomorrow thing. Okay, Ivory Loose Powder. Now I'm going to go in with our loose powder in the shade Natural, and I'm going to set the rest of my makeup. Walmart and Whole Foods has some really good gluten-free options, such as hamburger buns. See, it's so funny. I got used to eating hamburgers without the bun on them because, you know, when carbs were the enemy way back when. So I'm like pretty content eating them, but there is something about eating a hamburger on a bun that is just so good. It feels like cheating. All right, this is loose foundation powder in the shade Natural, and I'm just setting the rest of my face with it. Just adds a little bit more pigment to my skin. Also, this loose powder is so buttery. It just melts right in. So if you have oily skin, oh, the powder's so good, Mariah. I just got my CC Cream Brow Stuff and Glow Palette. Amina, that's awesome that you got the Glow Palette before it went out of stock. Right now, the Glow Palette is not due back in stock until the first week of July. Everything is so backed up because of Corona and people just, you know, needing to lessen the amount of employees working in places, and shipping is delayed and everything. So it's going to be July until Glow is back. We'll make it through, I promise. All right, I'm going to go in with bronzer and add a little bit of bronzer. This is also out of stock, but it will be back in stock like the first week of June, like midweek. So I'm using the bronzer because it works. Hey, Lauren. Okay. Absolutely, Amina. So we got socially distant plants for our backyard because I figured if we're going to be stuck at home all summer, then we may as well have something pretty to look at. So we got some great plants, and I'm going to put them in the window boxes today. And I got a couple of vegetable plants. The seedlings aren't quite ready to go in. I've been looking at the Tinted SPF to also add as extra coverage. I think it's tinted, but I may have read it wrong. So are you thinking of the Soft Focus Veil SPF 30? That does have a tint to it. So it's basically going to blur out your skin, so it's going to look flawless. It's kind of like a CC cream. It's just that it's first and foremost a sunscreen. Hi, Tracy. All right, so just a little bit of bronzer goes a long way for me. I say that and then I add more. Okay, good. All right, let's just be easy today. I'm gonna go in with Dusty Rose blush, and I'm gonna also use this Dusty Rose blush as an eyeshadow. So first we'll use this as our shadow, and I'm just gonna blend it right into the crease of my eye. This is one of my favorite ways to just get out the door quickly. I'll use bronzer and blush on my eyes and call it a day. All right, add a little bit to our cheeks. And then we'll go in with our brow product. Let's just do an easy brow today. Let's just do brow gel and see what happens. All right, I'm gonna use brow gel in the shade medium dark. I'm growing corn in a big pot. After we pick the corn, I'll have the corn stalks for fall decoration. Marissa, that's an awesome idea. Hi, Sam. All right, so this is the medium dark brow cream, brow gel, brow cream. And it's just gonna give me like kind of a fuller, more micro bladed look to my brow. And it just sort of highlights each and every brow that you have so that they look full and fluffy and fabulous. I love this product. It's so much better than using just a like a brow wax, because that makes your brows look super flat and kind of a little bit fake. But when you use this brow gel, it separates them almost like a mascara does, and then it makes them look just more full and voluminous and in a very natural way. Do you have a veggie garden? So Justin built raised bed garden beds for my sister out of cedar, and they're beautiful, and we were considering doing that here, but my problem here is that I'm afraid Mina will just completely unravel that whole situation. So I got some vegetable plants. We have tomatoes and peppers, but my sister grew a ton of stuff from seed that she already planted her garden, and she has a ton left over. And so I'm considering either having Justin put a couple of raised beds in, or just tilling up the grass on one side of the yard and putting them in, because I love fresh vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, peppers, eggplant, all that stuff. I could just live on it. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Hi, Vanessa. All right, so we're gonna go in with Speaks Volume Mascara. Like I said, we're doing a very low maintenance look today. All right, I'm still gonna do 2 coats. I mean, I feel like we went to order plants the other day, and a majority of even the Lowe's, Home Depot type things were out of most vegetable plants and herb plants. And the small, we're trying to do, you know, support small business as much as possible. So I called several of the local greenhouses, and most of them were out too. Do containers. I definitely grow my tomatoes and my peppers in containers, but I thought things like cucumbers really needed to sprawl out. Do you grow those too, Vanessa? Hi, Layla. My girlfriend Krista made the most gorgeous walk-in raised bed garden this year, and she's growing corn, potatoes, beans, tomatoes, beets, radishes, peppers, lettuce. She's got everything, and she's got a whole herb box. I can't find romaine lettuce. You know who had romaine was Solofsky's nursery. It's on Grooms Road, Marissa. If you look at them, they had nice dish gardens of them available when I called. And I think Hewitt's, yesterday when I called, they had some available. Give those 2 a call. Hi, Christina. Yes, and I use tomato cages for the vines. I love tomatoes. I mean, there's so much you can do with tomatoes. I just got cherry tomatoes for right now because I don't have, actually, you know what? I do have cages. I have a bunch of cages from when I had an in-ground garden a couple of years ago. That's a good idea. My friend Krista, though, she's doing this. She built this cage. She's from Colorado, and she grew up on a farm. So she built this cage, and it's almost like the gauge of like a chain link fence. And so she does straw, dirt, potatoes, dirt, straw, potatoes, all the way up. And then she fills the top with water flowers, and you just water it, and the potatoes grow out the chain link fence portion. And she said literally you can take 10 to 15 pounds of potatoes and like triple it by using that method. Oh, you use them for cukes too, and they grow up. My cukes always spread. Hi, Christina. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Liz. All right, so that's 2 coats of Speaks Volume mascara. And I think I'm just going to leave my looking super simple today, my eyes. I'm going to add a little bronzer to the eyes since we already used it for our cheeks. Why not? It's out of stock until the first week of June, but I will keep you very well updated on when it comes back in. Arbonne was just killing it this month with makeup sales. Hi, Nicole. You just have to train them. I'm not good at training anything. Today I tried to train Chase, who's going to be 9 in a few weeks, on how to put maple syrup on his waffle, and he literally dumped like half of the waffle syrup on the plate. Like literally it was a brand new bottle and it's like down to here. And he just looked at me all helplessly. And I had all that I could do not to lose my ish on him. Because this is the whole game that we play. If he screws it up, I won't ask him to do it again. So the game we play is to screw it up as much as possible so that mom doesn't bother us to do it. And like, I just can't get down with that because like I was the type of child that wanted to do everything for myself, and I hated when I couldn't do it, when I wasn't competent enough to do it. And so it drives me nuts that he plays that game with me. And I can't freak out because then Justin will be like, he's just learning, you're freaking out. I'm using It's a Long Story mascara for my lower lashes because it's waterproof. And I think it does a better job on my lower lashes because it doesn't ever clump. So if you have super long already llama lashes, you can use this mascara, or if you're looking for a waterproof mascara option, and it will literally, it's the best thing ever for lower lashes in my opinion. So anyway, Justin will get on my case and he'll be like, yeah, he's just learning and you have to be patient. But I am not patient. And I see the game, and he tries to convince me that it's not a game, that Chase just doesn't know how to do it. But I have a hard time believing that because he can do anything else. He can literally take a computer and program a whole entire Minecraft scenario and explain to me how you breed 2 sheep together in Minecraft, and then you feed it green tomatoes, and then the tomatoes turn the sheep green, and then you shear the sheep, and the green wool gets you a magic crafting table. And if you have 4 magic crafting tables, like literally this nonsense that means nothing in real life. And I get it, he's a kid, he's almost 9, but like he's not incompetent. He is so competent, it's scary, but he's very good at playing this game with me right now, and I'm not good at playing it back. I have an Irish temper, but I'm not Irish. So I'm trying to reel that in. All right, let's just do a super easy lip today. Let's go in with Jasmine. Hi, Sarah. I'm not gonna even line my lips today. I'm gonna use Jasmine lipstick and lip gloss and kind of show you how to use like fake a lip look if you don't have a liner. So go in super simple without over applying. I took most of this product off, and follow your lip line. Hi, Nicole. All right, follow your lip line. This will not create like the big lip that I'm used to showing you that I love so much. And then your bottom lip. Okay. And then let it dry. I'm gonna take just a pinch more. Hi, Jacqueline. And just go back over the top. Putting lipstick on without lip liner really feels wrong. I'm just gonna say that right now. Hi, Nicole. All right, so we're gonna wait till that completely dries, and then I'm gonna go on the opposite side of this. It's the same Jasmine gloss, and we're just gonna apply that over the top. This dog. Okay, and then we're gonna seal it all together with some setting spray. This is the refreshing setting spray, which is something everybody needs. I better make sure I have another one because I'm getting a little light on this. All right, and that's it. That's our super easy going out in the garden glam. I've got SPF on because of my makeup. My girls know how to work all angles with me. But do you ever just get so frustrated that you don't want to play the game anymore? Like, I get to the point where I just see red about it. Like, I'm not even willing to be like, oh, he's so clever. What a hoot he is. Like, I just get irritated at some point that we're still doing this. I mean, we taught him how to make his bed during quarantine, and you know, there are days where I still go in there and instead of like straightening out the sheet and the blanket and the comforter, he just takes the comforter and puts it up and throws his pillows on. And I'm just like, why? Why do I have to retrain you all the time? Like we just did this. Why are we doing it again? I don't know. Maybe it's that we all have too much time on our hands and too much stress to deal with and whatever, but I'm trying to be one of those patient, nurturing moms, but I'm really more one of those sarcastic, give it back to you type of moms, because, you know, the real world is kind of an unforgiving place, and I don't want him to get used to people just like accepting less than your best for everything. It drives me nuts. So I'm kind of trying to show him tough love at home so that we don't have that problem when he goes out. Oh no, Chase. So Chase decided he needed more syrup on his waffles today. This is such a first world problem. And so I gave him the syrup and he looks at me and he's like, aren't you going to pour it for me? And I'm like, no, bud, you're almost 9. You can definitely pour your own syrup. So he looks at me with, it's like he was trying to dismantle a bomb in some way. And he looks at me and he just like proceeded to dump about half the bottle of syrup all over the waffle. And I just had to come upstairs and give myself a timeout because I was so irritated by it. It was not that he wasn't capable of doing it. He just didn't want to do it. And he wanted me to see that he didn't want to do it and that I wouldn't ask him to do it again. I love the tea with the fizz the best. Sorry, I meant to mention that before. No, I'm glad. That is not, so many things are not important, but at the same time, I feel like I don't pick enough battles. And so everything here is kind of just like, if I screw it up, she won't mind. Like, you know, like my kids, boys are so different than girls. I watch my nieces be like, no, don't help me. I want to learn how to do it myself. And then I watch my kids be like, so what kind of dazzling day do you have planned for me? Dylan less so. Dylan is definitely a more independent child, but Chase would be fully content with the rest of his life being presented to him every morning on a silver platter, which wouldn't we all in a lot of ways, but he's got to learn to stand on his own 2 feet a little bit more. And also my kids do not want to go outside anymore. Like we've been inside for so long that they don't want to go out, and it's driving me nuts because they're little boys. They should be playing in dirt and, you know, running around with sticks and sharp objects, and they're just like wasting away in the house, and it's driving me kind of crazy. Like there is definitely something to be said for going outside and getting some fresh air and just like being out in nature. And they're terrified of bugs, and I'm raising Sallymongers. You need to change your view. They are just males. It's true. It's true. And I came from a family of females. So like I had a sister and my mom, and we all kind of waited on my dad. So I'm pretty used to the whole waiting on things. But my fear is I don't want to send these kids out into the world and then their wives or girlfriends come back to me someday and they were like, honestly, WTF, because this one over here is useless. Like I don't want one of those. I want like to raise men that go out into the world and they can cook for themselves and they can keep, you know, a relatively tidy home. They know how to do laundry. Like I don't want to send out man children. I want to send out men. I was an only child and raised 4 kids. I don't know how you do that, Vanessa. I don't. I would love to have more kids, but I don't have the patience, and Justin will not allow it. But I almost think that people that come from big families have a little bit more sense of like how to do things because their mom can't do everything for them. Yes, those electronics can be the enemy. My girls have not wanted to go outside. The electronics are definitely a problem. And when I take them away, I'm the bad guy. But I'm willing to be the bad guy if it means that it's like good for them. I have no problem bad copying it. They are their own person. Sure are. I have 2 very different children. I have to parent them very differently. All right, guys, I will go hop off and stop complaining about my kids and my mom problems and take a picture. And then I'm going to go out and play in the dirt today where no one backsasses me. And I can be sure I'll be doing it alone because my kids don't want to go outside. Yes, my mother-in-law raised my husband right, and I tell her often. See, that's exactly what I want. Like someday I want to know that, not only that, but like, God forbid something ever happens to me. I don't want kids that don't know how to survive on their own. Like I do want kids that feel competent when they go out in the world and what have you. I don't want to raise people that are like afraid to like live on their own or do something on their own because their mom isn't there to hold their hand. I want my kids to feel like I sent them out into the world with life skills that they will actually use. Like there's so many things I can't teach them because I don't know how to do it myself, but like anything I am capable of doing, I want to be able to show them. Like my grandmother never intended to teach me how to cook, but like being in her house all day, all the time, I picked it up and now I can cook and I know how to do things just from watching. My kid's totally tone it out. Keep it up, he doesn't really need me. Let's hope so. Let's hope he needs me enough to keep me around for a long time. But at the same time, like, man, isn't every mom's like worst nightmare like something happening to them and like leaving their kids unprepared for reality? At least that's mine. I can't imagine. I mean, even though I just lost my dad, I feel like there's so many things that I still wanted to know from him. And he always used to say, I'll tell you when you're older. I'll tell you when you're older. And now like we've lost that opportunity. So hopefully he told me all the juicy stuff already. All right, guys. I'm chugging the shake. I'm taking a picture. I will be back on tomorrow. If there's anything I can help you guys with for colors or anything like that, just reach out and let me know. Otherwise, I love you and I will see you tomorrow.